everyone, thanks for tuning back into Fashionably Late Kate. I am Kate and I'm super excited today for our video where I will be recreating the look that Allie Glines created in her recent in-between summer and fall makeup video. I love this time of year because it means that my favorite season, fall, is coming, and I love fall. But I know that we have a couple more months of warm weather left, so this makeup look is definitely that transition look, and it's just making me feel so beautiful, and I just really appreciate Allie for sharing this, so let's dive in. So Allie starts with her eyes, which I never start with my eyes. I always do my complexion first, but I actually recreated this look yesterday just because I liked it before I had the idea for a video to do it, and I did my normal complexion first, then eyes, and the glitter got everywhere. So we're gonna do our eyes first today, see how it goes. But this is a super simple eye look that she did. I'm just gonna change up what I have in my collection and to my preferences. And that's the biggest thing about makeup videos, makeup tutorials. You can change up what you like. There's no rules with makeup, and I found that super freeing once I figured that out. I just always was trying to do everything like perfectly and right when I was learning, and that really hindered me. But finding out that you can do whatever you want, there's a lot more freedom. And sorry, you're gonna be able to see my little mirror here, but without it, I don't know how to do it. So she used, it looked almost like a taupey color for her crease shade, but then it came out orangey. So my first thought was to use my Stone Cold Fox palette from ColourPop because they have a lot of like those taupey shades, but they lean cool tone and they lean pink. And that's not really what hers achieved in the end. So I'm actually gonna go into this very well loved Sienna's palette from Profusion. If you can get a Profusion palette, they're so good. I'm gonna go in with this color Oasis, and it's just a nice peachy brownish color. And I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, a Luxie brush, 205 Pack and Shade, and dip into that color pretty generously and start to build it in the crease. Now Allie did not use a eyeshadow primer, and I don't actually use eyeshadow primers pretty much ever, so she usually does. That is pretty much how hers achieved just like a really pretty wash of color. Now next she used a liquid shadow for the bronzy color. I don't have any liquid shadows. Honestly, they kind of scare me. I do want to try them at some point, but I don't have one right now, so that's okay. I just grabbed something that I figured would be a really pigmented bronze, and that's in this tiny little Oriza Beauty compact. And I'm just going to use, the colors in here are so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and use one of the bronze shades. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this kind of like true bronze shade. Yesterday I tried to use it with a flathead brush sprayed down, and it was such a mess. So I'm just going to go in with my finger today and use it that way. Pack the pigment all over the lid. I wear glass, like hard contacts, and so my eyes are so sensitive to everything. I think I just got a little bit of glitter in there, and I might have to go and handle it. So just give me 1 sec. Alright, all better. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going and just really keep layering this up because hers is just really pigmented, and I think it does come from that liquid shadow. So I'm just gonna keep going, really try to get it on my finger, bring it across the eye, like so. And you see how much fallout is coming underneath. So for a look like this, I kind of get doing the eyes first. I just don't know how easy it will be to do the base on your eyes first. Comment below, what do you do first? Do you do eyes first or face first? Because now I gotta figure this out. Now again, like I said, I'm altering things to what I have and to what I prefer. So she takes that same color and puts it under her eyes. I don't necessarily like shadow under my eyes. I like to leave that area very bright and very natural because I do lean more natural with my makeup. So I'm not going to put it under my eyes. So that means I need to figure out how to deal with kind of the under the eye situation. So let me go figure that out. I don't use traditional makeup wipes, so I don't have those, I don't think. Sometimes I do for travel. So let me go figure that situation out. And then I think I'll probably put mascara on off camera. I'm going to be using my current favorite, which is the highly rated anti-gravity mascara from Milani. I think this stuff is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of the under eyes and get this on, and I'll be right back. All right, and we're back from that. I ended up filling in my brows a little bit too. I use, let's see, the Kokie eyebrow pencil in blonde. This came from an Ipsy bag and I really like the formula, but it is a little bit warm for me, a little bit dark. I'll show you later in the tutorial how I neutralize that color to just be a little bit more complementary to my skin and hair and all that. I just did the top lashes, but I'll do the bottom ones once we do complexion, which I think we're ready for complexion, so let's double check on that. I'm following along on the tutorial over here on my laptop and somehow it skipped. So waiting for an ad now. Creepy ad. She just is going to start on her base. I'm going to use the primer, the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Hydrating Primer. And I really love this primer. I wore this on my wedding day. First, apply the primer. In Allie's transition video, she made a great point that like in the summer you want to be nice and glowy. Most people. Again, no rules. And then a lot of people want to be matte in like the winter months, the fall months, and usually a little bit heavier makeup. So this kind of has the transition to that, but because it's still a transition, I didn't choose a fully matte foundation, and neither did she. And again, still a really hydrating primer, which I use a hydrating primer mostly all year round because I don't want to have like crusty skin, and so I definitely use that all year. I'm going to go ahead and grab what I'm going to put my foundation on. The foundation I'm using today is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear 24-Hour Foundation. I'm in shade 415. This is one of my favorites. It's a very natural finish, so we're going to use this today. So like a pumper and a half maybe. And then this is a light pack. This sponge is from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree. And it's so good. Like it's nice and just so it's great. So I'm going to use this to apply the foundation. Alright, so that's all applied. And then I'm going to go in with some concealer. So I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in shade 100 Ivory. And then something I've been doing recently because like that pink concealer trend is in, I've just added a couple dots of my normal concealer, like so. And then I owned this in my collection and like never used it. Also from the Dollar Tree, the LA Colors Conceal Correct in the shade Peach. It's like an orangey color here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that together with the concealer just for maybe a little more coverage and just kind of that pinky concealer trend. I'm going to use the Conceal and Set from Farah to blend it out and then to set the under eyes. Honestly, that's a really nice combination. I'm just gonna take my sponge, make sure everything is fully blended. This eye has a little bit more shadow over here than that eye, but I think we're gonna go ahead and fix that later. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Let me just make sure I'm still following along with the tutorial. But I think she's doing concealer right now. And then I think she'll set. Okay, so she's gonna set. So I'm gonna take that same Conceal and Set brush, and then I'm gonna take this well-loved Revolution Beauty Translucent Setting Powder, and I will use this on the face and under the eyes, but to start with under the eyes. And then I'm going to use a big fluffy brush a perfect 10 from MOTB. And use this all over the face. I'm loving how this is looking. It's looking so pretty and just so fall, but still has some summer vibes. Very fresh. And also this is a really fast makeup look, which I appreciate for 9 out of 10 days a year. Alright, so she's gonna jump in with bronzer. I'm using the Free Matic bronzer from Dose, maybe? I'm not exactly sure how to say that. But its color is just a good neutral to me. It's not too warm and not too cool. And I'm using a really cool brush, which is the Real Techniques brush, and you can change the settings from like maximum, MIDI, and minimum control. So I usually kind of do like the mid one to carve out the cheeks and also get a lot of product on the brush. This is where I place my bronzer. You can place yours wherever you want. Once I'm getting like full bronzer, I'll go into like the fluffier version of this. It's pretty light, but just enough to kind of give that look. And again, stay with the transition. You know what she did here, and I loved it. Where is it at? Again, I'm following along over here. So basically, she used 2 shades of blush that are both like an orangey feel to do like almost an ombre and bring summer and fall together. So the colors I'm going to use is the Ofra Madison Miller blush in the All We Need Is Love, which is this really, really pigmented orange. And then I'm going to use the Pixie Peacher blush in Beach Rose, which is a pretty brownish, orangish. Start with the Pixie one on my blush brush, and I'm going to start that in the outer part of the cheek. Also pretty pigmented. This is just right above where I put the bronzer, keeping away from the apples of the cheeks because now that's where this Ofra one is going to go. So I'm going to lightly tap and bring that one together. Very pigmented, so you just need a little bit of this one. I'll probably bring a little bit more of this darker one on my brush to kind of blend it together. And that's it. It's so pretty. I love that Allie did that. And next she took the darker one just to blend the tones together on, I think, her same brush, and she put this in the eye crease. And I really think this does bring the tones together. I do this a lot with bronzers. Whatever bronzer I use on my face, I'll use in my crease a lot, just to kind of bring the full look together. So I think that helped a lot. This is so pretty. I'm loving the look. This is my second time doing it, and definitely doing the eyes first made a big difference. Let me see what she does next. I want to say she might not use highlighter, but we're using highlighter. Let me see. I forgot to pull lip product, so I'm going to pull it on the spot and kind of see what we did. I did not like the lip product I did with this yesterday. She skips highlighter. I'm going to use highlighter. I'm using a well-loved Ofra highlighter in the Star Island. This is so pretty. I'm going to use this on a big fluffy brush from Chic. It's a blush brush, but I like it for highlighter. I'm a highlighter girl. So, but really happy with how the look is going. So before I do lips, I'm going to do the kind of the end of the eyes. The way that I have found to neutralize a brow product that is too warm is to use a gel that is cool toned. So this is the NYX Take It Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara in the shade Cool Blonde. And this is cool blonde. Like if you were gray, I think you could use this. It's also thick. So I just usually saw this from someone. They kind of cleaned off the brush first, and I love it. And then you don't need a lot. Bring this onto so slightly, it does, I think, make a difference to just bring that a little bit cooler, a little bit more neutral tone for my face and kind of my hair and all of that. Just a step I prefer and a little hack. And then I'm going to do my bottom lashes. I have super long bottom lashes, so try to do them where they look good but not spidery. If anyone cannot do their mascara and open their, or if anyone can do their mascara and not open their mouth, like comment below and teach me how, because I'm over here like all the time. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a Q-tip to deal with this because that's how I deal with little mess ups, and then figure out what we're doing for the lip, and then we'll add the setting spray at the end. We're almost there, so just 1 minute. I grabbed a couple lip products to use together. She definitely used several. I'm going to use the I Am Confident by Real Her lip liner. I love this brand. I have 2 lip products from them at least, and I love them. So this one is definitely that brownish mauve-y nude. So we're gonna start with this. And the thing Allie does is she uses her finger kind of soften that line. Which is interesting. And then I'm between using, I have the Milani lipstick in teas, which I love these. You've probably seen them everywhere, but truly a great formula. And then also my ColourPop Rudolph collection in Clarice is a really, really pretty nude. And I think I'm gonna use this one, but any kind of nudish, brownish color should work really well. And both of these colors have more of a satiny, shiny finish. I think the colors I'll use are more matte, which is more in line with fall, but personally I just don't have a lot of matte shades that I love. I think that turned out really pretty. I think I'm gonna mix in a little bit of teas. Yeah. And then I did pull a gloss to use. I'll put it on. I don't know if I actually want a gloss, but we'll see how it looks. Probably could have gone either way. And I think that's the look. This is the look created, inspired by the Allie Glines in between summer and fall makeup tutorial, and I really love it. I think it's beautiful, definitely gives fall vibes, but just is not that full, strong matte foundation, matte look if you're not quite ready for that. I absolutely love this. I think, you know, without filming and without taking time to talk, this could be 15-20 minute makeup look, which is amazing for every day and just looks elevated. Even with the substitutions I made, which I substituted probably every product. So just know that whatever you have in your collection, you can make a similar look to what you find on YouTube. You don't have to run to the store and buy new products every time. And I hope you know that. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, comment down below, and I would love if you would follow my new channel. So thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and